Hi, my name is Shelley Funai. I'm the grounds manager here at Stan Hywet Hall & Gardens, and we're down in the historic Dell, which is kind of a wildflower natural area here at Stan Hywet. When we look at this garden as a whole, we try to keep it as natural and native as possible. It's actually a pretty low maintenance garden as far as tended gardens go. I would say it's maybe 60% man-made because we did introduce a lot of these wildflowers, but then after that it's kind of up to the wildflowers where they seed and where they grow. So here we have a nice example of a mix of some of our Ohio wildflowers. This is the mayapple. You can see the flower down here. This lavender flower is wild geranium. This plant is false Solomon seal. False because instead of the flowers underneath the center stem, it's right at the top of the center stem. This plant here is money plant, and it gets this nice purple flower, but what's interesting is the seed pods. And these seed pods will turn a translucent white, so it looks like a silver dollar, and that's where it gets its name. These are native Christmas ferns. This fern is easy to identify because each frond looks like a Christmas stocking. It has the toe at the end. Here we have a rhododendron that is naturally planted either by seeds, but this is a nice example of how rhododendrons like to grow naturally on a rock face like this. They have very shallow roots and they just kind of go right along the rock face and reach for the organic matter, and that's all they really need to survive. So when we're looking at the health of the plants down in the Dell, they don't really need fertilizers from man-made sources or from us to put it down, but we more rely on some of the leaves and natural organics that we get from the trees and leave that in the beds. Even though this is a natural area, we still have to come and tend some areas. We may select a maple tree here or there to grow on to continue the shade down here, but we don't need all of this. So we'll go through and actually pull out these saplings to keep it a little more open. And then down below you can see a lot of our vinca ground cover that we keep mentioning. So that's helping us keep some of the other weeds at bay. If the horticulture staff wasn't here to continue working on this garden, I would expect all of these trees to keep growing. Maybe some of them will naturally select themselves out and continue to grow, but we would turn back to a full forest.